I fear we've lost the plot. Not really. I don't really fear it, but it's a little scary because I think somewhere along the lines, the girls got a fruitful life mixed up with a fast life. You heard me. Somewhere along the lines, or somewhere along the plot, we got fruitful and fast life mixed up, okay? Just because someone's life is fast does not mean it's fruitful. And oftentimes, when someone's life is fruitful, it's not going to be fast. There are exceptions to the rule, and I will get into that later. Let's talk about it. Hey sis, this is the Sis I Love You podcast. Today we'll be talking about a fruitful life versus a fast life. What's the difference? How do I live a fruitful life? Why should I avoid a fast life? And a little bit of yap in between. Let's get right into it now, for real. A fast life. A fast life is what I think is glorified across us all as a generation, especially us Gen Z people. Gen X too, because the children don't even have a safe space to be just kids at this point. But I digress. See, we're in a day and age where the grind is glorified, and I've been a victim to that myself. The grind is glorified. You constantly have to be doing something. You're rushing to the next this. You got to have the perfect body. You need to have the perfect friend group. You got to be doing what the next person is doing on TikTok or whatever social media is pushing at that time. I also think that a lot of times we get into this loop of chasing achievements all the time that we're not enjoying the journey. And we get hit with this instant gratification, or we think that life is supposed to be moving faster than what it's already moving at. And to be honest, life is actually moving way faster than you think, but we're rushing away moments in our life trying to get to the next thing, trying to get to the million, trying to become the millionaire, trying to become the next big internet sensation, looking to achieve unrealistic beauty standards, looking to do instead of be. A lot of times we get so caught up in doing something so much that we don't even get a chance to become who we are when you're living a fast life. And, it's always instant gratification, things that money can buy that is glorified for the most part. Or just building a persona on where you have it all put together, where all your ducks are always in a row. When quite honestly, all your ducks will never be in a row. And that's okay. That's a part of the human process. Because what is life if there's nothing to actually work on, or there's nothing to, be working towards? You done took the fun out of the process. And it's always you're looking for the next luxury apartment, or just the new place to lay your head, looking for the most updated gadgets. Can't wait to get to this point in life and have the banging career, or the remote work from home job that pays $300,000-$500,000 a year. Like a lot of things. And I'm not going to say it's unrealistic, because I do believe that we are put on this earth to experience good things. But I do think that sometimes you have to allow things to run their seasons and run their course. And we're constantly chasing this fake and this cheap dopamine within our lives as a generation. And it's like, it's causing a generation to be depressed. Literally. Like, it's causing suicidal rates to go up over the roof, because we can't find appreciation for the life that we live because of the fast life that's being pushed onto us. Like, yes, I understand that nowadays, statistically, children are making more money than they ever have in life, in any generation right now. Yes, money is abundant. Yes, you deserve to live a good life. Yes, you deserve to be happy. So, to all of it. God didn't place you on this earth to struggle, but at the same time, He didn't place you on this earth to just do nothing and you to pray and it just drops in your lap without doing anything. Faith without work is dead. Come on now. Don't fight me when I say this. I'm actually kind of biting my tongue, but a fast life is the surface level of your soft girl era. It is the surface level of a black woman in luxury. It's the surface level of being an it girl, or an Instagram baddie, you know, a city girl. Like, it's the surface level of all those things. I don't think that any of those trends are inherently bad. I think the surface level of them sometimes gives the wrong illusion. That's the issue. So now that we know what a fast life is and the kind of rewards you got the fast life, a fast life could be a plethora of things as far as the actual aesthetic or arena that you could live a fast life in. A fast life could be the city girl, I need a man to pay all my bills, and you ain't number 21 years old. A fast life can be, I want to be a real estate mogul, and you are 21, and it takes time to build a real estate portfolio. A fast life could be, you want to live the corporate life, and you want to go on, what's the word I'm looking for? You want to be on dinner dates all the time. Not dinner dates, business meetings. You want to be on business meetings and dinner meetings and, you know, on a flight all the time, 24/7, right out the gate. Again, like I said, there are exceptions to the rule, but you also have to understand, like, it takes time to build out a career too. It's nothing wrong with what you want. But sometimes I believe that you put too much pressure on yourself to achieve these things at such a rate, and it's not really the process of it that you are enjoying. You just really have your eye on the reward ultimately, and that's it. And the reward is something that money can buy in most cases. It's not necessarily something that's worthwhile or something that's like long lasting in a sense. I'm not opposed to getting your bread. Get your bag right, make good money, attract good money, have good money, whatever and however you say it. Have good money, live an abundant life. Cancel out any funny money issues. Like, I want that for you. I think everyone should aim to be stable within their arena of what that lifestyle looks like for them. Now, let me tell you what a fruitful life is. A fruitful life is where you plant seeds and you give your fruit time to sprout, grow, and eventually harvest. A fruitful life is something that you don't mind waiting on. A fruitful life is something that you're not going to rush. And quite honestly, you can't rush it. A fruitful life is something where you appreciate the progress and you see the progress and you are ultimately satisfied with it. A fruitful life is where you learn the lessons and you go back again the next time if it didn't come out right the first time. A fruitful life is based on deeper values. A fruitful life is based on deeper values. It's more so about the ability to just appreciate the present and the ability to appreciate the journey. It's about having the poise and the determination and everything else that you thought you had in the fast life, right? See, when I say live a fruitful life, I'm not saying lose your ambition, lose your discipline, lose your motivation. But what I am saying is when you have a fruitful life, you understand that there's seasons. There's seasons in which you rest. There's seasons in which you work hard. There's seasons in which you harvest, and there's seasons in when you plant. There's seasons where it's going to be abundant and the fruit is coming in fast. Hello. Like, it's gonna be so much fruit that you gotta get an overflow to everyone else around you. Not everybody eating. That's the thing. See, we be thinking a fruitful life, and when people tell you to slow down, because you know sometimes when you slow down and do things, that's actually when things get better. And when you rush things, that's when it gets worse. When was the last time you rushed? You forgot so many things about how you did it. Did you not? You're like, oh man, I'm rushing, and the work was just messed up, and now you rushing to make you spend more time doing what you could have done if you just took your time the first time. Hear me again. Rushing would literally take you way more time than it would if you would have just took your time the first time and just did it. Because when you rush, you miss out the details. When you rush and when you're going fast and you're not paying attention to anything else, you lose the lessons. When you rush, you miss out on the important part. But see, when you take your time, eventually you took your time so much that your time just keeps decreasing because you're getting faster and you get more efficient. See, every time you rush, you're not really looking at the hacks. Oh, yeah, this just do it right here. Like, no, when you took your time, oh, yeah, this will go wrong if I go like this. But you know what? To avoid that, I'm going to go on here and do this. You start learning the process, and then you learn the game, and then you eventually master the game. See, when you live a fruitful life, you take things for what they are at the moment, and you know that it's going to be okay. There's no point in rushing away any moment of your life. Not one moment, girl. I want you to understand that you are exactly where you need to be, and you are where you are right now because of your thoughts, because of your actions, because of your decisions, or because of the simple season. Sometimes it's just the season. A lot of times when we get into bad areas, what we feel are bad areas of our life, it's like, dang, we get to blaming ourselves. And there are times where you're going to have to take accountability and be like, hey, I messed up, boss. I did this, I did that, and this was the results of doing that. But it's sometimes where it's like, no, it's just the winter time. It's just the season, and it's not that I did anything wrong. Life just happened. But I know eventually I'm going to start sprouting. Those seeds that I planted way back when are going to start sprouting all over again. And then I'll be harvesting in the next season. So, a fruitful life is something that I think that we should all aim for. And I can't tell anyone how to live their life, but I do think that when we go of the instant gratification that comes with a fast life, or thinking that we have to rush and do more and more and grind harder and harder to see more results, because I've fallen into that. It's more so like, oh, I just need to work hard. I just need to do more. I just need to do this. No, maybe you actually need to sit your ass down. Quite honestly, maybe you need to have a seat, because this is not the time for you to be tilling in the field. If you constantly tilling the field, your fruits ain't gonna grow, because you keep breaking the soil and not giving the roots time to even penetrate the ground. If you keep watering the field, you're gonna give your plants root rot. You're literally going to drown them out. See, and I be making these videos sometimes talking to you guys and giving you guys advice, but a lot of times I be needing it myself too. It's not that you're inconsistent. It's not that you don't care. It's not that you're not doing enough. You're doing more than enough. More than enough. You planted seeds. You planted them. Let them grow. Give it time. Stop letting this hustle culture get you into a space where you feel like you constantly have to keep pouring and pouring and pouring. Eventually, if you pour so much, you're not even giving you tilting your cup over when it was meant to. God was supposed to fill it up and let you flow. Let you flow. Let your cup run it over. Because listen, if you tilt a cup to the side and you constantly pouring water in it, the water is going to keep going out that cup and it'll never be a full serving of a cup. But if you sit a cup straight up in its resting state and you pour water into that cup and you keep pouring and you keep pouring till it overflows, the cup will always have enough and everything else around it will get some too. But as long as you keep that cup tilted, there will never be enough inside the cup. Never. Never. So I want us to think about, what is it that I am chasing? What is the type of lifestyle that I'm after? How can I get to this step by step and appreciate where I am? I always go back to it's the small moments. Just because I say it's the small moments doesn't mean that these moments lack impact. But it's the moments, the small moments when you are with your friends and you laughing and you having a good time and you're having meaningful conversations. It's the small moments where you get to sit down and read that book because, whew, child, today was a long week but you're not out somewhere ruining your life. It's the small moments where you get to show up for family and friends or that stranger on the street. It's the small moments. It's as simple as being able to walk outside and go touch grass and feel the sun dance on your skin. Be human. You are not a robot. Live a fruitful life. Understand your seasons. Stop with the instant gratification. Delay your gratitude. Trust the process. Enjoy your journey. Do not rush any second of your life away, sis. And know that you got this. I love you, and we'll talk next time.